It's bedtime story time. Learn to love to read with Dr. Marcela Frausto every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Hi everyone, here we are. It's Wednesday once again, and that always means it's time for a story. I hope everyone's doing well. We're still in the last few weeks of school, and I know the kids have been getting some exam preparation things done, so we want to get all that stuff taken care of. We don't want to be missing school if we don't have to. Moms and dads, though, if you have some concerns, make sure you give us a call so we get the kids back in school so they can finish up all their work and be ready for the Christmas holiday. We're going to go have our little story today. So we're going to read. I'm back to the public library. I was able to get some more books, and here's my library card. I told you I have my library card, and I had to renew it. Actually, I found out it was not working for me. So moms, dads, this is an old one, but take your kids to the library and get them their own library card. It's free. And then your kids can check out books and they'll be entertained over the Christmas holidays. So get in there, get some books for your kiddos. But here's my library card. See, I told you I had one. So we're going to read a book that I found at the library. It's called Babies Can Sleep Anywhere by Lisa Wheeler. So let's see where babies can sleep. Babies can sleep anywhere. Puppy dogs sleep in a pile on a rug. Kitty cats snooze in a chair. A turtle tucks into his shell nice and snug. But babies can sleep anywhere. Sloth stretches out in a moss-covered tree. Cougars curl up in a lair. Whales settle down in the deepest blue sea. But babies can sleep anywhere. Bats take a nap in a cave upside down. Hay is a bed for a mare. Wolves cuddle up in a den neath the ground. But babies can sleep anywhere. Squirrels' nutty nest is all littered with twigs. Little goats rest in a pear. Mole makes his bed in a hole that he digs, but babies can sleep anywhere. Skunk shuts her eyes in a hollowed out log. A cave is a cot for a bear. Moose takes a snooze in a cranberry bog. But babies can sleep anywhere. In backpacks, on knees, in ones, twos, and threes, on farms or in towns, sometimes upside down, on a bike, in a chair, or slumped on the stair. Sweet babies can sleep anywhere. Oh, that's it, the end. Thought we had one more page. I thought it was the end page. So moms and dads, as you know, your little ones probably do fall asleep in a variety of different areas, but we do need to make sure it's a safe sleep environment. Our little ones, newborns, infants, before 2 months of age, they're not able to roll back and forth. So we want you to place your baby on their back. On their back, you turn their head to the right and let them lay flat on their back. The next nap, on their back, their head to the left. By placing them on their belly, they're not able to move their mouth. They will stop breathing. Okay, and this is sometimes it was used to be called SIDS, sudden infant death syndromes. These are we no longer use those terms anymore, but it does still occur. Just because we change the name doesn't mean it occurs. So we do need to make sure the sleep environment is safe, a firm surface. Not a lot of fluffy blankets. I see this quite a bit where all the more fluffy the blankets, and I know it's cold, it's getting cold outside, but the fluffier the blanket, that blanket falls on the baby's not going to be physically able to move it out of their way. So we got to minimize what's in the crib. Firm surface, a fitted sheet, put baby in a onesie, maybe a little pajama, and then wrap them, swaddle them in a little blanket. That's all you need. Keep your temperature of your home 70 degree tops. If it's too hot, it become overheated, which all of this would end up doing with baby's face being down, being overheated. It actually will suppress their respiratory drive, and we don't want our babies to stop breathing. So we want to make sure they're in a proper position. But this isn't always just for the little ones, the 4-month-olds that can't roll out of the way. 6-month-old, older infants, yes, they're able to roll out of the way, but we still don't want to have a lot of toys and blankets in their bed for them to roll over on and get trapped in. And mom and dad, you're asleep. We don't advocate also for co-sleeping. I know sometimes you feel like it's safer if my baby sleeps with me. It's actually not safer because mom, you're laying there and you're like, oh my gosh, my baby's still okay. My baby okay? Is my baby okay? And you're not sleeping well. Dad's on the corner of the bed because he's afraid to roll over on his baby. Now, if mom and dad, you've had maybe a glass of wine or two, you're very exhausted from your day, and you knock out, you may not realize that you've rollen over onto your baby. Okay, so even the bigger kids, our older infants, we don't want them sleeping in the bed with you. They can sleep in their actual crib. You can keep it in the room with you. The best way to train your child to sleep in their own crib is actually their naps, or even your toddlers, because some toddlers will not want to sleep in their beds. But get them accustomed to their bed by taking their naps in their bed with their favorite, stuffed animal and such. As far as toddler beds are, they have to be low to the ground. Okay. You may want to put a gate on the door, and that way if your child does get out of bed, they cannot leave the room. And if if you're in the middle of the night, you don't want your child wandering through the house. Maybe can get themselves injured. But low to the ground allows for them to, get down, or if they fall, they're not going to fall at a high distance. So you do need even as toddlers, you need to have an appropriate sleep environment for them as well. Not a high bed. I get phone calls frequently where, oh, my kid fell off the bed. And then we have, everybody's worried because baby may have hit their head, or we don't know, baby was on the floor, they're crying, did they break something? So let's always make sure we have an appropriate sleep environment for the kids. And as your child gets older, then of course you can move on to a larger bed, blankets, things like that they can remove for themselves. But babies, you can see, they sometimes sleep anywhere. But we just need to make sure it's a safe environment. In the cars, I have some people say that the kid will fall asleep in the car, which is not unusual. The motion of the vehicle is very soothing. But we don't want to keep the baby to sleep in their car seat. They should not be sleeping in the car seat. But it does happen. If your child is a little bit older, too big for the car seat, but the booster seat, make sure that it has appropriate booster seat with the backing so the seatbelt fits properly. Otherwise, the seatbelt is kind of cut across them. You never want to remove the seatbelt away from them because it does have to sit properly for safety reasons. So kids fall asleep all the time in different places. Just make sure they're safe, all right? Make sure they have appropriate sleepwear too. I've had some people where their kids are wearing jackets and things like that, and they get twisted around their neck. Necklaces, things like that actually do start to pull, and it can actually pose a strangulation hazard. So be mindful of those things. We want babies to get plenty of sleep. You may know that your baby sleeps for many, many hours, and that's normal. They're supposed to. But make sure it's safe. So here's a nice little book that you can share with the kiddos about sleep. And if you're having trouble getting your kiddo to sleep, let us know. Give us a call. We'll see what we can do to help you build up those better habits and sleep habits for everybody, actually, really. Moms and dads, trust me, your baby out of your bed is going to allow you to sleep better. And everybody's much more comfortable when everyone's been rested and ready for the day. So save this video. There is also a YouTube page now we have, so you're going to want to check that out. And then you can kind of click there, and we'll have all of our videos, the ones that we've done today, yesterday, last year. We'll have those there for you to review. But once again, save this. You may want to share it too, so that way you can go back to it and maybe share this with the kiddos later on this evening. All right, and don't forget your library card. You got to go get it before Christmas holidays so the kiddos have books. All right. All right. We'll see you next week. You all take care. Bye bye.